So this scene takes place in the first meeting between an entrepreneur and a venture capitalist with an entrepreneur that just learned about the product today. And we're going to begin with, I am late for my appointment with Armando at Apex Ventures. So, ready?
Go.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you, periodically during the presentation, Armando and I will turn to you and tell you what we're thinking. Okay? So we'll break out a character for a moment to tell you what we're thinking. And keep it clean. All right. Okay. Armando, hi, Doug.
Hi, Doug. How you doing?
Good, good. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problem.
So right off the bat, I'm late. Obviously, I mentioned that. So this is very common. Things happen. And I felt like crap, but I was late getting on the bus, and I couldn't get over here in time. So I went ahead and I texted Armando's office, and I called ahead, and I said, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. Please let him know I'm on my way. Okay? Thank you. I'm sorry I'm late. It was crazy traffic, and the cat died. It was just not. It wasn't what I expected.
Yeah, those things happen. Do you need some time to settle in?
No, I got the water. Thank you. Your assistant was nice enough to get me the water, so I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So maybe we can begin.
Yep.
So even as Doug said, this happens all the time. And he actually handled it very well by telling me that he was going to be late, and that's just kind of common courtesy. But many times people don't say anything, and the problem is that we don't know if the entrepreneur is coming, and so we're kind of stuck. Especially if it's more than just a few minutes, if it's a half hour or an hour. So I don't know if I should leave or not because I don't want to be disrespectful. So and then it can start things off in a bad way. But he started off, and now we're back in a good way.
So Joe introduced us last week, and I'm really glad we're getting a chance to get together. You have an amazing office. It's quite roomy.
Okay, good. And how do you know Joe?
Joe and I were on a flight from San Francisco recently. He had the middle, I was on the aisle, and we were talking about our kids going to school and education. And it turns out he had a real fan for education technology, and that's happened to be my area of focus. So we hit it off really well. A key in finding an introduction to an entrepreneur through a venture capitalist are warm introductions, right? I didn't know Armando. I had no way to set up this meeting, but I actually met this guy on a plane, and so I used that opportunity to actually get a warm introduction because the trust that Joe has with Armando was allowing me to get this meeting that I would never have gotten before. What I'm really trying to do now, one, because I'm late, but also to build trust with myself, is I'm trying to establish a dialogue and trying to connect with Armando in some way before I just start in and pitch what I'm here to do.
So have you talked to Joe about your company? What did he think of it?
Joe and I got to talk about the space a little bit, and he agreed it's a big problem. We talked a lot about our kids, and he mentioned you have kids similar age as mine, and the challenge that with the new digital age, and they're always listening to music all the time, and all the screen distraction. The classrooms haven't really evolved. There's got to be a better way. And so he said your kids also are into video games and music as well. Right. So I think we have a lot of common challenges here that Joe mentioned would be interesting for you.
Okay. So as Doug mentioned, the warm introduction is very important because I may get maybe 1,000 business plans a year that we get, and so if those come through just regular email or a cold call, it's very difficult to handle those because we don't know, there's no way to filter that. So, but if an introduction comes through somebody that I know, then that's already validated the person, that's already gives them credibility. And then also, I would always take a look at either the email or the phone call or listen to the person if it's been referred to me by a trusted source.